What's the most a man has spent on you in one night?
600.
600 bucks?
Yeah, around there, 600. Yeah. It wasn't enough.
You want more?
Yes. I want to be treated like a princess.
And $600 isn't enough to be treated like a princess?
Yes, in a way, and no in another way.
No, because other girls are getting thousands dropped on them.
Yes, I want to be your Royal Highness.
What's up, folks? Richie Rich here. We all seen videos like this before. Whole bunch of people talking about, give me this, give me that, I want this, I want that, and ain't got nothing to give in return. It ain't never gonna work, it ain't never worked, and it's not working right now. And that's the big problem. There's a disconnect. But today, people, I'm coming with some new hope. This video, we're gonna talk about women who know, women who get it, women who are putting other women up on game and showing them how it's supposed to be done. So we're gonna get into it. But first, before we do, hit that like, subscribe, and notification button so that you get the next Richie Rich video as soon as it pops off. And the other thing is, a lot of people have been asking a lot of questions. We have a video coming up where me and Ching are doing some Q&A, and we're gonna answer the top 10 most popular questions. I don't care what the question is. Okay, I do care what it is. But as long as it's not too personal, we're going to answer any question. So definitely submit your questions in with your comments, and we're going to be excited to do that. If it's about the Philippines, if it's about me or about Chang, about dating here, about the cost of living here, about buying property here, hit us up, put it in the questions, and we are going to answer those questions in our first Q&A video. So without any further ado, let's get into this next video. Rolling by trike. Here we go.
Because they want a woman who is dependent on them for their life.
So it couldn't be because wokeness is destroying the family structure in this country. So it couldn't be because a lot of women in this country can't even cook a simple meal. It couldn't be because a lot of women in this country don't even want a man because man ain't shit. It definitely couldn't be because a lot of women in this country are boss bitches and think starting a family would ruin their career. I mean, it definitely couldn't be because a lot of women in this country would rather have an abortion than take responsibility for their actions, and raise a child. I mean, it also couldn't be because a lot of women in this country think they're strong and independent women, but expect their man to do everything for them while giving nothing in return. Nah. It's definitely because they want somebody who's dependent on them and dumb and uneducated.
I like how she did that because she finished it with a wink, right? Like she said, is it because we want somebody who's dependent on us, who's dumb, who's uneducated? I don't think so. I would definitely say the mass majority of the men who come out here are not looking for some broke ass girl from the village. Most men are looking for a woman who has a little bit of experience, who still is nurturing, who's still a traditional woman, who does like to cook and clean and likes to take care of a family. And speaking for the women here in the Philippines, that's what they like to do. I mean, it is just, that is their tradition. That's how they're raised. And most of the women here, that is how they rock. And so for the guys who do like women like that, this might be one of the places you might want to try out. But this video is about the American and the Western women who still get it, because there are still plenty of good Western women at home in the States and in the UK. They exist. They're out there. You just got to go out and find them, and you got to be up on your game to get them. So let's keep going. Let's get this next video.
Disrespect from the American women when it comes to the passport bros. You might ask, like, where did this start? Why is this going on? They say that they're dusty. They say they're losers. They're not worth keeping. So why are they speaking out about it? Well, it's because they're projecting. They are upset because they don't feel desired. Men are not approaching women or playing games with women like they used to. They've taken the red pill. They've woken up. And quite honestly, if I was a guy or if I had a son, I would advise him to go overseas.
She said she would tell her son to go overseas, to not even date a woman in America. And that's from a Black American woman. So that speaks volumes for how she feels like the dating pool is out there. I've been saying this for a long time. For those men out there that are bashing black women, I ain't trying to be one of them. For those men out there that are bashing women, I ain't trying to be one of them. I'm not bashing nobody. What I'm saying is our society is broken. It is really broken, and our morals, our values are just straight whack right now. That's all I'm saying. And if you don't like men, if you feel the way you feel about passport bros, if you feel like they're dusty, if you feel like they're broke and they ain't no good and you wouldn't want them, then stop making videos about them. I'm not even a passport bro, but why do people keep making videos if they don't care? So quit wasting your time doing it, right? Anyway, let's get on to the next video. Look, both sides. No need to bash one side or the other side. We all have our preferences. If people want to stay in the States, more power to them. If people want to go out to Thailand or the DR or here in the Philippines, more power to them too. Everybody deserves to have their own happiness. That's it. Next video.
Ooh, child, some women are mad at me because I said that women keep focusing on tall, dark, and handsome, 6 figures, and they're passing up the good guy, the nice guy that wants to take you out. Why should we have to settle, Kendra? We should have somebody on our level. Well, let me share with you guys some data. Information that I can confirm from hosting a dating show for the last 3 years. Okay, so every night I might get 100 single women who are looking for a relationship. Most of these women want committed relationships. Out of those 100 women, I may get 10 men. So let's just start right there. If I have 100 single women and 10 men, automatically every woman is not going to get a man. Just from that right there, okay? Now, out of the 100 women, let's say out of those 10 men, there's only really 2 men that the 100 women really want to date.
So this is the 80-20 rule, right? I mean, it's been talked about on a lot of different podcasts, a lot of different channels. 80-20 rule is simple. It just means that 80% of the women are choosing 20% of the men. So the women want to be, and it makes sense. That's what hypergamy is, right? Women are choosing, they want to be with the best of the men. The problem is these men have choices because they're the best of the men. So they have lots of choices, so they're vetting, and they're going to choose very, very carefully. Let's keep it going.
Okay, so now we have 100 women with 2 men. Right there, every woman is not going to get a man. Now, this man is living in heaven. It's 2 men, and 100 women want to date him. What is he going to do? He's going to pick and choose because he can. He has the options to do so. Let's move on to the other category of women that are on my show. The women like myself. I like to call us the boss chicks. We got our own money. We can pay for every single thing ourselves. So we just want a man that's our equal or higher, right? That is the goal. Well, here is the difference. The man that is our equal or higher has a lot of options, right? And he just wants something that's going to fit within his life. Can you fit within my life? Because I don't mind paying all the bills because I got the money to pay all the bills, period. This man just wants a woman that's going to fit within his life. Are you available? Do you bring him peace of mind? Do you want to cook for him? Can you bear his children? Whatever is important to him, that's what he's going to be seeking. And the unfortunate reality, ladies, is he has a lot more options to choose from because there's a lot of women that want to be married and settle down and be in a relationship. Let's talk about where your power does lie, women.
Now, she's about to put you up on game. I'm going to tell you right off the bat, I don't subscribe to everything she's saying right here because I think it's slightly flawed. And I'll talk about it in a minute, but check out what she got to say.
You have a vagina. So you are powerful, but you are misusing your vagina. You give it away all the time. You say you want to be a wife, but you give it out freely. That's what makes it special. Why should Ray Ray jump to the equation and become Prince Charming when you let Pookie have the vagina for chicken? Okay? You are mismanaging your power, which is your vagina. And your vagina should only go to the man that wants the things that you desire. If you want a relationship I don't care if he's tall, dark, handsome, and has 6 figures. He should not get any of your time because he's not an option. He's not an option for what you desire. Now, I hear you ladies, because you'll say, well, Kendra, yeah, there's a lot of vagina out there, but there's not a lot of meat. I'm different. And you know what, girlfriend, I agree with that. I do agree that every woman is not equal, and some women, just like men, weigh differently. But guess what? You're not acting different, okay? You're not acting different. You're acting like every woman. So when you come and tell the guy what you're about, I only have sex when I'm in relationships. And then after a month, he didn't give you a relationship, and you still had sex with him, your words are now null and void. He now knows, okay, I heard what she said, but her actions did not align with her words. And you think, well, Kendra, I made him wait a month. Girl, you made him wait a month for you. During that month, while you making him wait, he was just getting his shit off with some other girl, okay?
This is where y'all gotta listen, because she's really putting y'all up on game. Look, you can think you're making a man wait, but that top 20% of men, they got choices. Listen to her. They got choices. So look, this is where I disagree, because I'm gonna be real. Once y'all have sex with the man, that power diminishes greatly. Don't get me wrong, coochie is important, but it becomes not just about coochie. It becomes about how you treat this man. And is your life and your style aligned with his? It has so much to do with that, because coochie is good, but that's a short-term thing. I'm talking about like long-term. If you're trying to get wifed up, if you're trying to get married to this man, it's got to be about more than coochie. So I agree with her in part, but I also dissent.
You're not running the game. If you do not stand by your words, then you become like every other woman. So yes, ladies, this is what I have learned from hosting a dating show for the last 3 years. So I know it's all about Kendra telling me to settle. I'm not telling you to settle. I'm telling you to focus on the man that deserves you. And that should be based on character more than characteristics, outwardly characteristics. And time and age will teach you that.
Preach it, Kendra. Character. You don't hear people talking about, it's interesting, you never hear people talking about his character. 6 figures, a 6-pack, 6 inches, all of that. But you don't hear nobody talking about his character. What kind of man is this? What kind of character does he have? What characteristics does he possess aside from those other 3? Is he hardworking? Is he a family man? How often do you hear people talking about those things? Because those are the things that's going to make a relationship last. Those are the things that's going to be big time things that's going to make you stay with somebody or them stay with you. So look, like I said, there's hope, right? But again, nobody talking about what they have to offer, what they're going to bring to the table, what they're going to do to make a relationship work. So look, when you got Kendra G on the bandwagon, she's seen it all, and she's putting people up on game. Kendra G is talking about what it takes to get a man, keep a man, and have this man put a ring on your finger, if that's what you're looking for. So look, that's all I got. There's hope, people. Keep as Jesse Jackson said, keep hope alive. Don't forget to submit your questions. If you got questions you want to ask me or Chang about the Philippines, about us, about living here, about buying property here, hit us up. I can't wait to do the Q&A because it's a great time to bond with subscribers and maybe hopefully to get more subscribers. People, thank you so much for joining us. I'll see you next time. Deuces.